Hi, my name is Rosina Pena.
And my name is Natalie Kreider. We are paranormal investigators for PPRS. PPRS has recently conducted an investigation on January 8, 2011 at a private residence located in Festus, Missouri. PPRS conducted their own investigation on a young lady who was in search of our help to explain the paranormal phenomena in which she was experiencing within her home. The paranormal phenomena encounters occur usually between 12 and 3 o'clock in the morning. These experiences that she has reported is that she is sexually and physically abused. She wakes up with scratch marks, other inflicted wounds, though which upon research came to find out that they were not personally inflicted upon herself and had a more deeper rooted situation to it. She also has stated that she started to experience this in a field not too far from her location where she lives. Many people that we have investigated about this have experienced the shadowy figure, though which she has experienced these encounters for the past 3 years, and has been named Adam. Adam is known to show up as a tall figure, and he is also said to have a very death growl kind of scream, and he is very protective over this young lady. Also, many people have experienced this shadow to appear to them, either out of the corner of their eye or actually a full body apparition. Many people also get the feeling of being watched and followed, and even some to the point of they even receive scratch marks of some sort. PPRS conducted a pre-investigation in the field in which this young lady had stated was where she first started to encounter the paranormal phenomena. Upon our research and entering the field, we immediately heard what sounded like coyotes. We decided to continue our investigation to explore further to see if we may come across something. Upon our research and our evidence, we did come across some paranormal phenomena revolving around with orbs. Though no manifestations were seen, what we believe to have been possibly an apparition could have been. Also, PPRS, as they continued to walk towards the edge of the woods and the field, we experienced an inhuman growl, that which we found to be rather strange, but also correlated with the fact of the coyotes that were in the surrounding area at the time. When we decided to turn around and head back to the young lady's home, we experienced what looked like a shadowy figure charging out of the woods towards us, but as soon as our flashlights hit it, it disappeared. We were not able to explain this, and we were not able to figure out exactly where this being had come from. Further investigation on that is very likely to maybe explain the possible paranormal phenomena located within the home. Heading back from the field, we investigated the home itself, setting up the equipment and mainly focusing in the young lady's room, where it's said to have experienced the most of him actually sitting down on the bed, moving things, and also hearing voices inside the room. When PPRS did their investigation, we did come across some paranormal phenomena within the room, as well as located in the hallway, the dining room, and the kitchen. Though the orbs seemed to have been moving in a rather unique pattern, it was definitely what we have come across to believe is a demonic being. Though whether if it's intentionally out to hurt her is still to be determined. But paranormal investigators Olga Kreider, myself, Rosina Pena, Jonathan Pena, Brian Uzzle, and Eric Powell and William Kreider believe that there is definitely something more hidden here, but may not necessarily be on a spiritual form, but also in the form of a personal conference within the young lady herself.
I, as one of the investigators, decided to go into the room and sit there and see if I could pick up anything, or not just as orbs, but get the same feeling that might have been taking place. So as I was sitting there, all of a sudden the room got about 40 degrees colder. And when it did, I knew that I was no longer alone in that room. As I was sitting there, all of a sudden I felt like someone or something got close to me. And when I decided to take a deep breath, all of a sudden I felt something right here on my neck, not just like someone grabbing your neck, but just putting pressure right here. And as it was putting pressure and pressure, I felt I couldn't breathe. And since we had our cameras going, I raised up my hand to let people that were watching the monitors, you need to come in. I need help. And the minute they walked in and opened the door, automatically I just couldn't breathe. I needed to get out of there. And then once I was out of the room and trying to get myself situated after passing through something like that, our next investigator was Natalie, who went in so she could see for herself and also tried to experience the phenomenon that is taking place in that room.
When entering the room and responding automatically to her response, of which I had been very delicately observing the screens in order to watch for any paranormal phenomena, the temperature was dramatic. It was just completely changing, and it was as if walking into a deep freezer. When entering the room, you could definitely tell that there was some kind of energy in the air, and that it wasn't exactly of a more positive form of an energy being there. When checking to see if Rosina Pena was okay, we checked her neck to examine where it was that she felt the choking sensation, and upon doing so, we saw that she had red marks across her throat, almost as if somebody's hand had been there or as if something was actually choking her. With this, we came to the conclusion, viewing back on our videos that which had been rolling the entire time, that there was nothing that could have possibly have caused that we were aware of. Though, also, during this time, there were energy orbs in which were circulating the room and were traveling, and actually what looked to be as if they would run into her body and then disappear. With this, PPRS has come to the conclusion that there is paranormal phenomena within the home.
Exactly.
And that there is definitely something of a more demonic being that which inhabits this home. PPRS does want to conduct a cleansing of the house in order to rid of any negativity that which may be here. Further investigation could be very well possible. Another sleep study would be rather advisable in order to compare the paranormal phenomena and see if there's a difference. They very well could deal with the weather, the temperature outside, and the moon phases, knowing that energy and spirits are said to react upon this. PPRS has come to the conclusion that there is a haunting here and would like to conduct further investigation to prove these facts in case there is.